Well, hello my beautiful friends, and welcome back to my channel. Thank you for clicking on today's video. It's been a portion of your day with me. It really means a lot to me. Today I have my update for my palette rotation series that I have created in January. I did a palette rotation. I wanted to incorporate a palette rotation to show my new and older eyeshadow palettes and face palettes some love. So every 2 months I will update this. So the next one you'll see is in March. No, sorry, this is March. The next one you will see in May. So in January and February, I wanted to choose and work on one high-end brand new eyeshadow palette, one high-end older eyeshadow palette, one high-end drugstore brand new eyeshadow palette, one drugstore used eyeshadow palette, and the same with the face. One brand new high-end face palette, one brand new high-end used palette, one drugstore brand new palette, one drugstore used palette. So I will go ahead and show you how many times, or tell you how many times I have used each palette, as well as introduce the next palettes that I will be playing with for March and April. But if you're new here, hi, hello, my name is Erica Ashley. I like to upload several videos a week talking about all things makeup and beauty. I didn't film this look, but I've got all the spring vibes today. It is not quite spring. It is March 3rd when I am filming this. My hair is growing. I'm super excited about that. I did darken it myself a few weeks ago, or like exactly a week ago. So I am a little bit darker, but this is the color that I really wanted to go. So I look a little bit paler, but that's okay. But I love to talk about brand new makeup, used makeup, shopping your own stash, project panning, vlogging. I love all makeup, especially eyeshadow palettes. And so if that interests you, I love this video a big thumbs up, subscribe before I go, and turn on those notification bells so wherever all my future uploads. Also follow me on Instagram for the latest and greatest in my daily little life. I do post a lot of makeup content as well as a lot of personal content as well. So go ahead and follow me there, engage, heart, all that fun stuff. Let's go ahead and get into this palette rotation update. Alrighty, my friends, I did wash my hair, and this is how my mane dries. It's still a little bit damp, so it's not fully a mane yet. Normally I look like fucking Mufasa. So these parts needed to grow, so I don't look too much like Mufasa. The ends is usually big and bushy. It's normally what I deal with. Alrighty, so my first high-end brand new palette that I had picked out for this was the Kaleidos Club Nebula. Unfortunately, this was the first time that I had used it today. It is very wintry, so I picked, that little plastic piece came out. It is very wintry, so I picked it out, and I thought I would get more use on it, but unfortunately I didn't. I am participating in a lot of, you know, Project 10 uses, palette rotation, stuff like that, to pan that palette, but I'm loving it. And if I can show this one palette love, like I only use this one, and this one, those three, but I want to go ahead and create a green look with this, so I'm going to keep it on my desk. So, and I created this look very easy, that lower lash line and in the crease and all over the lid, this in the inner part, and then that in the outer part. They're not super pigmented, but they are really glittery, so I thought this one would show up a lot more. I did use my finger, so, but that's okay. I wanted a little wash, and it just so happened I had an orange shirt on, so it worked out. I brought a white shirt because I didn't know what I wanted to do. But I do need to show this palette some more love. These are a little bit darker for the time being. I like to do my makeup seasonally and for holiday. But, you know, we have these greens, these blues that I do want to incorporate. So these peaches. So I do want to keep this on my desk to use this and show this some more love. Like, I bought it around launch time, and I don't know why I haven't used it. It's very beautiful. Maybe I'm like, don't want to mess it up, but I need to show my palette some love. So this is only one use, unfortunately, but I want to create a video with this as well. And then the older high-end eyeshadow palette was my Huda Beauty textured rose gold. I had used this 5 times. I used think just about every shadow except for, no, I did use that one. I think I used every shadow except for maybe this guy. I'm not too sure, or that guy. No, this one, rose gold, and this one I think I didn't use. But I do have a tutorial. I did a Throwback Thursday tutorial. I believe I did a pink Get Ready With Me as well. Any video I have with this, I will leave that link down below. So I did get 5 uses. It still performed lovely. These are very, very, very opaque shimmers. I love that. I think this is perfect for Valentine's Day. I can still pull this out. I wanted to put in my Desert Dusk for the used high-end one, but that has more purples. I wanted to go a little more neutral, so I picked a neutral palette with the pop. So, but 5 uses on this guy, which is amazing because he hasn't gotten love in a very long time. And then the drugstore new palette that I picked was the BH Cosmetics Smitten in Switzerland. I did use this 3 times. I did find this at TJ Maxx just recently, but I thought it was a beautiful winter color story. I did do like a lot of like 2 shadows, and so you can see that it is loved on. I really enjoyed this palette. I do love the BH Cosmetics formula. I did recently do a palette bingo with the BH Cosmetics Los Angeles. I will leave that link down below. But I think this is very fall. You know, we had all these tones. I didn't get around to using this green and this blue, and I think these 2, I did use this one, I believe. No, didn't use this one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 shadows I didn't use, but that's okay. I got 3 uses on that, and I'm very happy with this. This is one of my newer purchases, so that's okay. And then the older drugstore, I picked the ColourPop Dream Street. I have used this 3 times as well. I actually used this yesterday. Lower lash line, crease, I can't remember, and then the lid. I did get a lot of love on this one. This one's kind of unloved in my collection. It's very beautiful. I think this is appropriate for winter, but also all year long as well. I see a lot of spring vibes too, even with the deeper tones, also fall. So I want to be using this more, but this is getting kicked out of this month, and I really enjoyed this palette as well as the formula. And I just love Kathleen Lights, and I know a lot of people have this. I wanted to do a Throwback Thursday with this. I did the Rose Gold Remastered, or the Rose Gold from Huda Beauty. If you still want to see a look with this, please let me know, and I will definitely get around to doing it, because that is something that I wanted to do, and I want to do that with these 2 as well that I'm bringing in. Alrighty, on to face palettes. The brand new high-end face palette was this Pat McGrath's Galactic Sun. It is a trio. I do have on a mixture of both of the blushes. How do you open this? Both of the blushes and the highlight today too. And I have only used this twice, but Pat McGrath is a favorite formula of mine, especially her blushes and her highlights. If you see these on sale or at TJ Maxx, I've been seeing them float around like on videos on TJ Maxx, and I'm like, oh, I paid full price for them. So, but not everything's going to be at TJ Maxx. So if you see it over there, it's a wonderful formula and you will not regret this purchase. I did only use it twice. I wish I could have used it more, but these are a little bit lighter, so I will definitely be pulling this more come spring. Like I said, the mixture is on my cheek, both of the blushes and the highlight as well, and I just think it looks flawless and beautiful, and I highly recommend these, and I really love these. I'll always recommend these even though they are pricey, but for me they just work with my oily, and I do have some texture as well, but they just like smooth out everything. So this one is worth the penny. And then the high-end older used eyeshadow palette is the Becca Snow Glow Face Palette. I have used this 13 times, so I was really showing this one some love. It was just so beautiful. I did create an anti-Valentine's Day look. This was my highlight in my inner corner. I really used this one much. I think the only one I didn't reach for was this one, because it is a little bit darker. I could have used it as a shadow, but I have a lot of shadows. But I'm so glad that this got 13 uses in this project. I was really reaching for this one, and then these 2. this one on occasion, once, maybe twice, and this one I didn't reach for at all. But like I said, it just is a darker highlighter for my skin tone. Maybe I could have mixed it over, but I don't really like too shimmery of a cheek. Like, I like a highlight, but I don't always like to be glowy because I am oily, so they don't look like a grease ball. But I love this one, and I'm happy to have showed it 13 uses in 2 months. And then the drugstore new palette, or new face palette, it was this blush quad from BH Cosmetics, Vanilla Cream Truffle. I have used this 5 times. So a lot of times I would just use one. Sometimes I would mix it all together. I did wear it yesterday. I did a video of roasting my own self, and this was featured in there. I'll go ahead and leave all those videos linked down below in case you have not seen them. But you'll see a lot of these featured in that video of me buying makeup and not using it. And I've been really good about not buying makeup. I put myself on a low buy for the first time officially. I tried in 2020, and then the world went to shit, so everyone was just buying up everything because that's all we could do because we were at home. But that was the first year I had tried, and I think everyone failed that year because we were not doing anything. We were just at home, so we're like, let's just purchase some makeup. So I did get 5 uses on this, which I'm very glad. And then the last one was from Flower Beauty, my used face palette, the highlighting trio. I think this is the first one. This is very light, so I'm paler right now. I think I can get away with this, but I've only used this twice, but I do have a lot of highlights in my collection. This is really blinky, so I put it on and then I diffuse it. So it is just a little bit blinky for me, but it's a beautiful inner corner, and a beautiful shade, so I will definitely be keeping this. In that video I had said if I don't like some of these, I'll go ahead and gift it away, but I do like this, but when it's toned down. Some days I like a blingy highlight, but I'll go for like a Becca, an Ofra, or something like that. This one, I don't know, it kind of looked like a stripe. I think I need to mix them all together and see. So let me gather, I already gathered them, they're right here on the ground. Let me go ahead and pick these palettes up so we can go on with the new palettes that I will be using for March and April. Can you guess a color story that I have picked out? Comment down below. Alrighty, my brand new unused BNIB high-end eyeshadow palette that I will be showing love to for the month of March and April is my Natasha Denona Retro Glam. My youngest and his girlfriend, Nathan and Jocelyn, they did gift this to me for Christmas. I will leave what I got for Christmas linked down below. And I love Natasha Denona, as you all know, but I feel fall, but I also feel spring vibes, so I definitely want to show this palette some love. We have all the greens, and the pinks too, but we also have stuff to deepen it up. So I'm gonna be probably wearing this to school too, and I'm gonna create a look with it as well. I know a lot of people didn't really care for this color story, but I personally, I really do. But I am a Natasha Denona fan, and I don't think that she could do wrong. I have a collector's mentality, but I also love each of her palettes. And greens, I love to wear greens, but I go in phases, and I've been into greens since like November, I think. So I cannot wait to feature this one. Like, I just want all of these, all on my lid, all at the same fucking time. So I really appreciate the kids gifting this to me for Christmas, and I'm super excited for the looks that I create, and I will be doing a tutorial with this as well, so stay tuned. And then, see, my hair is just getting bigger and bigger as it as it dries. I put oil and conditioner, but I just have a lot of hair, and it's thick and it's just wavy, so, but it's still wet, so it just takes forever to dry, so I don't really dry it. Anyway, that's not what you're here for. The older high-end eyeshadow palette that I will be showing some love to for the next 2 months, I picked the Urban Decay Naked Reloaded. I know this one also didn't get a lot of love, but I really like it. A lot of days for school, I do 1, 2, 3 shadows, so I still have this pop of peach, you know what I mean? So, and then in the Natasha Denona, if I don't feel like I have a brown transition, I can go in with one of these. I think there was a darker brown, but I can start off. Sometimes I start off my shadows with dark colors. Sometimes I start off with light colors. But I think that I can incorporate both of these just in case I need a transition or would like a transition or just want to use one of those pops, I have this. Also, I can do so many easy, simple looks as well as so many glam looks. I feel like I'll be using this a lot for school, just kind of like easy breezy. I'm getting dressed at 7:30 in the morning, so I don't want to do a lot. I just want a simple, quick, easy look. So this will be in here for 2 months. And then the next drugstore brand new palette that I will be working on is BH Cosmetics Let That Shit Go. And this is upside down. No, yeah, I don't really know. It's a lot of green. So these are more of like, this is like kind of like limey but with a deep, and I can also incorporate that with the Natasha Denona as well. Also I can incorporate the Urban Decay one too. I'm feeling a little bit better, but I still have a little bit of congestion that's still just hanging around. Costs usually last, like, costs are the worst to get rid of. Like, they can last up to a month. So I have a lot of shimmers. Like, look at this pinky tone. I can see this as one and done for school. This one, St. Patrick's Day, you know, spring is everything's blooming, everything's growing, so you get those green vibes. So I was feeling all the green vibes, and I know my friend Amy loves green. I do love green too, and I feel more green in the fall, but I have another green palette too. So the next drugstore / affordable palette that I have already used is the ColourPop in the Limelight. I did buy the whole collection, and I have a look that I created, but these are also more of the lighter ones to be using this time around. And I have some of the jelly munches that I need to be using, so I can incorporate this and that with the jelly munches. So, and I love that they do have this pink. It's kind of like, I don't know, at first I was like, why is that? But the Tinkerbell one has this pink, and I have this one, so I didn't get the Tinkerbell, but I would like to have the Tinkerbell because there's one of the color just like this in the Tinkerbell. I think it's like right here. So I feel like I can get a lot of looks. I can do a green pop at school, you know, something like that. So I'm very happy to be showing this some love for the next 2 months. Now, the high-end face palette that I'll be working on comes from Smashbox. I have yet to use this, and I have owned this for a few years. This was their holiday palette, but it is their contour and spotlight palette. I do like the Smashbox highlighting formula, bronzer, contour formula, but there's a lot of like highlights. This is a matte one, and then a bronzer. So I just want to make sure I touch each one and show this one some love. This is older, but it's unused and unloved in my collection, which is, you know, just a crime. So I'm going to be happy to be using this guy soon. I feel like warm and cool tones too. So, yeah, but it's just like a heavy guy too. So, this was, if you have this, let me know. I can't remember, but this was quite some time ago, but I did get it half off. Now, the high-end palette that I have, face palette that I have used, comes from Clinique. My mom gifted me 2 of these a few years ago, and I used this one right away. This one was in spring. I love this one. I had to put it away because I wouldn't stop using it, and I would travel or would go on overnight vacations, little getaways. I would bring this with me, no other bronzer, no other highlight, no other blush, and just use this. And that's what a face palette should be. I don't know if I used a lot of this one just because it's like a mattifying one, but it's getting warmer, so I need to make sure I do. It does have some love on it, so I don't set with this. I kind of use that at the end, but I do use this highlighter. This gives me like flawless filtered skin, kind of comparable to like the Pat McGrath, but this one is beautiful too. So I'm waiting for Pat McGrath to come out with a bronzer. Has she? I don't know. I don't know if she has, but if she has, I need to jump on that one. So this, I don't know if you can get these. These were limited edition face palettes, but I have another one too that I haven't used. But this one, you know, sun-kissed, it gives you all the spring to summer vibes. So I'm happy about that. Now, the brand new drugstore palette face palette that I'll be working on comes from Kokie, and I have owned this for quite some time. And is Kokie still a brand? I can't remember, but it's like I haven't used it. It still has a dang tape on there. So, but I think I got this because Kelly Gooch likes Cookie, and then it was kind of like a dupe for the Kat Von D Shade and Light. But I still have that one, and I haven't hit pan, and I bought this one. So I just do crazy things like that. So I don't know how much I will use these two right here, but just because it's a little bit darker, but maybe for like eyeshadow and eyeshadow right here too, like just in the crease, and then a super shock shadow, I can do that as well. But this seems a little bit dark for me right now, but we'll see how it blends out on the cheek and stuff like that. So I'll probably be leaning to this and to this, and I can set my lid with these two as well. So I'm happy to be showing this guy some love. And I don't know why it took me this long, and I bought it quite some time ago when they were selling Cookie at Walmart. So, and the next drugstore slash affordable face palette, I got this in Box Charm. It is from Beauty Creations. I do see Beauty Creations at TJ Maxx, and I love, this is the Cali Glow highlighter. I really love this one. This is, you know, the palm trees give me, you know, summer vibes, but these highlighters are very, very pigmented, like, and just, I think I just went so buttery, so creamy. They're just blingy, and I really like them. Like, look how smooth, just beautiful. So I know this was really popular in BoxyCharm, and if you see this at TJ Maxx, grab it. I think it's regular like $5. I can't remember, I don't know, but it's so beautiful. And there's a lot of product in here. How much is in here? I don't know, and I can't find it, but 0.64 ounces, so 18 grams a piece. That's a lot of weight, and I'm not weighing anything. I'm just coming to tell you how many uses. I don't really take a lot of pictures. I need to be better about that. But these are the 8 high-end and drugstore eyeshadow and face palettes, both brand new and used in my collection that I want to use for the next 2 months. You will see my next update in March. This is March, Erica. In May. So I will try to do videos with all of these, feature these in videos, as well as post looks with these as well. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope this inspired you to use some makeup in your collection. I love purchasing, but we don't always get around to using their makeup, so that's why I wanted to create this series here on my channel. And I think now some of the girls were doing Love Your Eyeshadow, but I already had this one filmed, and they're like, join. I'm like, I already had my I already had what I wanted to do, how I wanted to run it done, like, you know what I mean. So if I would have known first, I would have joined, but I already had this done and filmed and thought of, so I was like, no, I'll stay doing it on my own. But I love you all so much, and I will see you in my next video. Please let me know what palettes, face, and eye you will be playing with for the month of March, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye guys, have a wonderful day.